Welcome to Last Week in Gaming. What a wild week. I just survived what might have been my busiest E3 yet, between meetings, interviews, hosting, Instagram takeovers, live streaming, moderating panels, partying, playing games, and doing literally all the things. So yeah, I'm tired, but I am still here for it. In what might have felt like an E3 leap year to some, the announcements were definitely anything but lacking. And so here's the biggest news that came out of E3 this year. Let's kick it off with our main stories. Be still my heart container. Nintendo has gone ahead and let it be known that they're working on a sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Holy cow. The teaser trailer for the follow-up to one of the greatest games of this decade seemingly showed Link and Zelda underground. There, they came across a red-headed corpse. Ganondorf, perhaps, or someone else? It's unclear. I'm also curious if the Twilight Realm plays a role in this game, because you better believe I want my girl, Midna, to return. Make it so. While I expected a bit more info, Microsoft did officially detail its next box, at least a little bit. Codenamed Project Scarlett, the console will supposedly support 4K at 60 frames per second with 8K capability and up to 120 frames per second mentioned, on top of a solid state drive similar to what Sony disclosed for PS5. Seriously, seems like both companies want to dig a grave for loading screens, and I'm here for it. I'm here for a lot of things today. Just hand me a shovel and I'll stay here. Anyway, Microsoft says Scarlett will arrive holiday 2020 alongside Halo Infinite. That's right, Master Chief has a need to fight starting late next year. Microsoft and 343 unveiled a nearly 6-minute trailer for Halo Infinite, showing a pilot finding Chief's body floating in space. There was a touching hologram moment before this, and I definitely did not tear up at all. Nope, I didn't cry no tears. Now I must say, the other sad part is the fact that we didn't get any gameplay per se. I wanted to see some first-person action, but I guess that will have to wait. Going into E3, there's always debate about what company won the annual gaming show. Honestly, it's sort of silly, you know, this idea that Microsoft or Nintendo or Sony are the champions of an event focused on unreleased titles, but you know what, this year, there definitely was a victor, and it was Keanu freaking Reeves. Seriously, the John Wick actor stole the show with his appearance at Microsoft's E3 presser, where he revealed Cyberpunk 2077's release date. Which, hey, that was quite shocking itself, but I think we were all too smitten by Keanu to even fully register that. Oh, yeah, you want to know the release date, sorry. Cyberpunk 2077 will launch April 16th, but even more importantly, Keanu will appear in the RPG as Johnny Silverhand. And here I thought Roach from The Witcher 3 would always be my favorite game character of all time, but no, it has now become Keanu overnight, because he's breathtaking, man. Whew. Speaking of huge 2020 release dates, Animal Crossing New Horizons has been pushed back to next year, and yeah, we'll launch March 20th. The delay stings like a bee in the game after shaking a tree, but still, the Switch game looks very, very, very good. I love the idea of living on an island and placing furniture outdoors. I don't love owing Tom Nook all kinds of bells once again, but I guess them's the breaks. It's worth it. And in the end, for that peaceful, joyful feeling of a new Animal Crossing. Oh man, I can't wait to cancel real life plans to hang out with KK Slider. It's gonna happen. Sorry, life. By Odin's Beard, we finally got to lay our eyes on the Marvel's Avengers game by Crystal Dynamics and Eidos Montreal at E3. First up, let's be honest, like the cap, okay? It was jarring seeing these characters not resemble their MCU counterparts, even in the slightest. I mean, I get it, but still. Secondly, what exactly is this Avengers game? It looks like third-person cinematic action, but it'll be a live service game too? I guess we'll assemble together May 15th to find out. We're not stopping there, oh no. With 2020 release dates announcements comes greatness. Square Enix has said that Part 1 of the Final Fantasy VII Remake will launch March 3rd, with this experience focusing on Midgar. As for future installments starring Cloud's prettied up face, he's so pretty, who knows? But I do know that I'm so intrigued to see how this first part all plays out. And I unfortunately didn't get to play demo at E3, which made me really sad. I was going to do a throw to myself at the convention center for this story because I was there when this crazy story started making the rounds. But I was just too swamped with other important tasks like smelling the roses at the Borderlands 3 booth. Yeah, they had real roses there. It was crazy. Anyway, popular streamer Dr. Disrespect pulled a disrespectful move during E3 by live streaming from the men's restroom in the convention center, which then resulted in his suspension from Twitch. Twitch policies state that streaming illegal acts is a big no-no, and yeah, filming in a public restroom definitely falls under that. He even entered the men's restroom multiple times before the ban took place. The broadcast had a viewership of over 10,000 concurrents, and well, according to follow-up from the doctor himself, his director of the livestream, Alex, has since been fired. Whether or not he and his cameramen will face legal action because of this, only time will tell. What a story. What a doctor. Not a real doctor. So as you can see, I was lucky enough to once again attend E3, and this year, as always, there were tons of great games. But as for my favorites, well, to start, I have to put Cyberpunk 2077 at the top of my list because of reasons. That game will take up so much of my time when it releases. The playstyle is even more adaptive to your choices than I ever imagined. Keanu is a digital ghost, and there are no loading screens. It's a beauty. On a different note, I live streamed Borderlands 3. They had a new demo where I played as Moze, the new character who sports an awesome customizable mech. A nice surprise was also getting to play Watch Dogs Legion at the media-only Players Lounge. London town is beautiful in that game, and so is Crime Granny. She kicks butt. Fun fact, there's an agent of the Resistance named Naomi in that game as well. Ghost Recon Breakpoint was also a lot of fun and filled with wonderful explosions. Nintendo had my full attention with Pokemon Sword and Shield, and guys, I played Luigi's Mansion 3. Ghost hunting has never felt more magical. It was awesome. Demos I didn't get to see but wish I had: Zelda Link's Awakening, Final Fantasy VII Remake, and Doom Eternal. On that note, tell me what you thought of this year's show. I would honestly really like to know. Did you attend this year? What did you think of the announcements? What are you looking forward to the most? Leave a comment with your thoughts down below. Okay, thanks. And on that note, bye! Yeah, that's right, I'm about to say bye to y'alls. This has been a special look at E3 for you. That's it for this week. As always, if you liked today's show, please show it with a sub, a like, or a comment. Guys, there was so much going on at this year's E3. I didn't really get to show you much on today's show from my personal experience, so stay tuned on this channel for a complete vlog filled with everything I did this year. It was a lot. Now have yourselves a good one. Have a great weekend. I'll see you next week.